Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault, and we're back on our little nomad dude here. And we're going to do some exploring today and start off a little series here. Not a series so much, it's just a couple videos in a row looking at the benefits of the different types of systems that are out there, how to use the galactic map to get to them, and stuff like that. So let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. First off, you can access your galactic map from your freighter if you have one. If not, you can do it when you're in space, just by pushing down on the D-pad and selecting a little galaxy thing. That brings you to this view of your map. It shows you relatively where you are in the galaxy from the center of the galaxy. As you can see here, we are 704,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy, so we're quite a distance away. But there's a lot you can tell from this, and there's a lot of cool stuff you can do about this. First off, by using your D-pad and pushing left and right, you can change what you're looking for. We can, make it so that our automatic, that it'll lead us toward the galactic core or just some free exploring. You can also set up custom waypoints, black holes, Atlas stations, current missions, that sort of thing. So that can all be very useful on things. You can also filter. Okay, so with no filter, this is what it looks like. But with an economy filter, this is going to show you what it looks like. And the economy filter, it doesn't tell you if things are good or bad economies and all that. It just tells you what type of economy it is. So each color will represent something, like if it's electronic or whatever, that sort of stuff there. Next up's conflict. So you can see green ones. We'll show you low conflict systems, which is kind of nice. This is really useful when you're looking for like a low conflict system for or something like that. Like, let's say you want a 3-star no conflict system. Well, doing it like this, all you have to do is look at the green ones, and instead of looking for something that's both high, a high value system and low conflict, this way you already know. Well, at least I'm going to get no conflict. I just got to look at green ones until I find a 3-star. So it'll definitely help speed things up a little bit. And then you got life form, right? Red, Viking. Blue, Corvette. Yellow, Gek. All the white stars, nothing. So again, this is a good way to break things up a little bit to make it a little easier if you're looking for something in particular. Like, I'm really looking... Wow, look at that. Got lucky on this one. So, yeah, I'm looking for a Viking system. Well, there it is. And it's a 3-star, and it's a 1-star combat. And we're going to go there now, and then we're going to talk about what else we're going to do here. Alright, so when you're looking at it with no filter, you're going to see several different colors of stars out there. You're going to see ones like the system we're in is a red star, and that worked out perfect because that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so you start off with your initial ship. You can only visit yellow star systems. That's the basic system. Once you get a cadmium drive, which is a type of warp drive for your ship, you can access red systems. And eventually, with the proper indium drives and so forth, you can access the blue and the green systems. Where are they? So you'll be able to access every single system. And we'll take a look at the freighter real quick. Just use him as an example. Your basic warp drive, like I said, takes you pretty much anywhere. And then we got, where are they? There you go. Amplified warp shielding. That's the one that takes you to red systems. This one takes you to the blue ones. Temporal warp computer. And this one takes you to the green one, the chromatic warp shielding. All of those can be accessed right here, and they have to be bought using salvaged frigate modules. As you can see, here they are. So all those benefits can be bought there, and that will allow you to go to different systems. Now you can do it through your regular ship too, which is easy enough. It's a lot easier to get the actual warp drives for them because you don't have to get salvaged frigate modules. All you need is nanites to purchase them. So I highly recommend going that route in the beginning until you have access to a pretty good source of the actual salvaged frigate modules, you know. But anyway, I want to take a look at red systems and red star systems and see what they're all about, right? So what's the difference between these systems, these different colored stars and all that? Well, these other systems, these non-yellow systems, tend to have some unique qualities to them, and we're going to visit a couple red systems to show you what I'm talking about. But they tend to have some more interesting type planets on them than your standard systems. So for instance, the one we're in now, we have a rotting planet, a fiery planet, which we were just looking at, an abandoned planet, an incandescent planet, and a tropical planet. So this one's not really the greatest example of, you know, what you can find in these systems, but it is an example. And we'll check out another one here shortly. Just want to run to the space station real quick because, you know, we're in a 3-star system with low conflict. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find a ship here. As long as the system's populated, there's, you know, the space station's normal. There's nothing any different up here. But a cool thing that can change, and we're going to go look at each and every one of these planets, is the types of animals that you can find for companions in these systems. So I'm going to make a cut and hang out here for a minute and see if anything interesting comes in, and then we'll head down and start checking out these various planets. Alright, so we made it to another red star system, this one with no affiliation to any of the races. So let's take a look and see what's in here. Now you see right off the bat we've got a spined planet and a rattling planet. So these are two planets where you can get those cool looking glitches that I have laying around here. The rattling one, I believe, gets you... I don't think I have the one for the rattling planet, so we might have to go down there and get that. The spined one might be that, or it might be the same as the rattling. We're going to check out both of those planets because we want to see what types of creatures are on them, because I've noticed in red systems, and I don't know if it's only red systems, let me know in the comments from your experience what you know, but it's also something I read, but again, things change so rapidly and so often in games like this that it could be wrong, but red stars are supposed to be the only system where you can get robotic companions, so that's kind of a cool thing. Now this system doesn't seem to have a space station in it at all. I was going to take you to the space station to check it out and show you what an abandoned space station looks like, but that's not happening right now. So we'll head on down here and take a look and see what we can find. Planet Ingo. So yeah, we definitely do not have this one yet. You can see it's got these weird things all around here, and hopefully we can find one real quick. I'm not going to drag you guys along for the whole journey, but we're going to take a look and see what kind of animal lives here. Probably a regular old weird creature. Yeah, let's see it. Yep, see. These planets very often have these strange life forms here, but you're always going to want to scan them when you come to these planets and get that single life form. And then you're going to want to, yep, see we got one of one discovered, and just upload it. It's an extra 250 life bonus, or nanite bonus. And not only that, but there is an achievement for scanning all of the creatures on X amount of planets, or you get a title for it or something like that. So, you know, every time you get on a planet like this, if you find one of those, scan it, upload it, and you'll get that achievement much, much quicker. I'm going to go find one of the glitches here, and then we'll go check out the other planets in the system, see if we can't find a robotic companion. Alright, for the record, here's what they look like. You can see the blue on it, which kind of sets it apart from everything else on the planet, which is pretty much yellow. Pick up the rattle spine, and we're going to get the hell out of here and head to the next planet. These are usually not the hardest to find, but, you know, I've done these videos before where we're hunting these things down, and sometimes it could take forever to find them, you know, so, yeah, got lucky on this one. We weren't too far from the ship, as you can see. Alright, see you on the next planet. Now, whenever you get to a red system for the first time, one thing you're going to want to do is look for cadmium deposits, and if you can also find them, activated cadmium deposits, and grab as much as you can while you're here. You're not going to need lots and lots of this throughout the game, and you can always make more using some chromatic metal and a refiner, but at least if you get some, you can make more of the regular cadmium. You can't make more of the activated, unfortunately. But again, the activated you don't use a lot of. And you'll find some sometimes through your frigate missions and all that. So it's not that big of a deal, but, you know, again, it can help you out. So get some while you're here. At least take a couple of these deposits home with you. And you won't have to worry about cadmium probably for the rest of the game. Because like I said, not a lot of things use a lot of it. And once you get some, you can always make more. And we'll look at some of the recipes and stuff like that later on. Alright, I'll see you on the next planet. Here's something you'll come across every once in a while when you're in these interesting systems like, you know, these red stars and all that. That's a planet with this weird coloring to it, right? Look at this, it's pretty wild, isn't it? Everything's got this vague purpley tone to it for the most part. Pretty crazy. This is a columned planet. Another glitch can be found here, and oh my goodness, this is exactly what I was hoping we would find. Yes. And there's glitches everywhere here. Look at that. There's 3 right there, and I think there's another there. 4. So these are super cool robotic companions, right? And they do have some variety to them. Let's grab a glitch before I forget to do it while we're here. There's a bunch of them. So yeah, check them out, man. You find them in these red systems. You can find them on these weird planets sometimes. Sometimes I found them on other types of planets, and pretty much any type of planet. A quick way to check it when you get and land on a planet, if you don't want to look around for the animals, is to just go down here to creatures, and if it says ion battery, there you go, you can throw an ion battery down instead of a pellet, and once the creature eats it, you can tug at his wires if you want. You can ride them. Let's give them a ride. And they tend to be kind of fast. They're really nice to have for traversing on the land a little bit if you don't have an exocraft or something. I mean, it's easier to get an exocraft than one of these, but still, they're pretty cool, right? Get this one fed too. But the wires that you tug off, let's see where, there they are. You can consume them, and it gives you a little bit of nanites, you know. Not much, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I like the look of this guy here, right? They're going to offer him food again. And we're going to adopt him. Flow. So now we've got ourselves a robotic companion, which is pretty cool. Man, he's fast. And we can pet him, all that good stuff. You can even customize them like you can your regular ones with some, you know, accessories. Not a lot of choices, but there are some. Let's give him something cool looking. Oh, I like that. Yeah, and we'll give it a little bit of a that, and maybe that matches color. There we go. So there's our little pet. Yippee-ki-yay. Now, just like any other creature, you can have him lay an egg, or her, I should say, and you can take that egg to the anomaly when it hatches, or when you have it, and you can go ahead and make some alterations to the actual creature, making it larger, smaller, whatever, you know, stuff like that, which is really cool, changing its personality and impacting its color too. So some pretty neat stuff you can do with that. So yeah, great place to find those robotic companions is in the red systems. I've not found them in any other system. If you know of anything different, let me know down in the comments. I've looked in blue systems, I've looked in green systems, not found them. Definitely not in yellow systems. So that's the only way I know to locate them. Now, this system did not have a space station in it either, so I'm going to go to another. I'm going to hop a few systems until I find one that's abandoned, and we'll check that out together, and then we'll probably wrap things up here. Alright, we've been flying around for approximately an hour. We have not found an abandoned space station yet, so we're giving up on that one in this episode. We'll probably find that when we're looking at blue and green systems. We did find a scarlet planet, though, and let's see what this looks like. I haven't recall being on one of these before. This is some of the interesting stuff you find in these strange systems. You know, you'll find these weird biomes that, you know what a paradise planet is, but a scarlet planet? Look at this thing. Okay. Doesn't look like anything special. It's not particularly scarlet in color. It's got fairly normal looking plants on it. Mainly water. You know what, we'll take a quick peek underwater just to see what it looks like. Can we land here? Oh. Just not high enough out of the water. Okay. We'll land up here. Yeah, so it's kind of cool looking, you know? You always find interesting stuff on these planets. This one's got regular creatures on it. But yeah, nothing, nothing crazy looking. But we'll see what underwater looks like. Whoa. Leg check. Yeah, alright, nothing great. Kind of anticlimactic there. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode of No Man's Sky, everybody. Thank you for joining me. As always, I'm Captain Beefy. This is the Game Vault. If you haven't done so, please leave a like on the video down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace. Look at these little beetles. I don't think I've ever seen beetles this small. I will milk my beetle. Thank you. Alright, we'll see you next time. Until then, peace.